in the last video, it's very, very important to have your conversion ratios extremely high before you focus on increasing PPC or doing outside traffic and spending thousands of dollars on your campaign when it's not converting. Okay, so if it's under 15%, then I would say definitely focus on conversions. And how you do that is by testing out, split testing your listing. So changing the images, changing the title so that you can rank for different keywords, testing out the price, testing out the description. So playing around with your listing so that you can track and measure which listing does better so that you increase your conversions. Okay, so how do you do that? Obviously, you can do it manually so that you just, change your price and you just keep track of how many sales and conversions you're getting for the next, 3 weeks, and then you just do it again and you test it. Or you could hire a company and do it through a company where they automatically and manually take care of everything for you. So there's two companies. The first company, guys, is called Listing Dojo. This is a company by Viral Launch. It's one of their services. It's completely free, guys. And what they do is very simple. All it works is in 5 basic steps, guys. So number 1 is you select the product that you want to split test. Next, you would choose the elements. So do you want to test for image? Do you want to test pricing, description, title? So you choose one, and then that's it. Then you would enter the information for that specific element. So let's just say you're doing price. Then you would say, okay, change the price. I want to go as low as $14, as high as $30. And then Listing Dojo, every other day, whatever the days are, they're going to test it out and find out, every 5 days we're going to test and change the price. For 7 days, we're going to change the price to this price. And they're going to play around with it to find out exactly which price point converts the best for you, okay? And then all it is, you just log into your database dashboard and you can track the results and see exactly how it works step by step, okay? So imagine like Listing Dojo says here, is like, what if you could decrease your price by $1 or $2, but by doing so, you're actually able to increase your sales by 10 to 40%. Now, what if you change your image and increase your conversion ratios by 10 to 40%? Or what if you increase your price by $10, but you decrease your sessions, but you increase your profit margins, okay? So those are the 3 basic, or the examples there, or, updating your title. It could increase your keywords, ranking on keywords that you didn't even think of, which will then result in more sessions, which will result in more conversions and more sales for you, okay? So this is the whole point to why you want to test out your listing and do some split testing. All companies do this, whether it's on a website and they have 3 different websites and they test it out, whether it's Facebook ads and you have 5 different ad campaigns or different videos. Every top producer, everyone is doing split testing to test out which is better. Because in your opinion, you might have a picture and you might argue with someone, say, no, this is the best picture. However, you ask, 100 different people and they all disagree with you. So in the end of the day, guys, it's not about being right or wrong. It's about making money. And sometimes, you're emotionally attached to your product or your pictures or the price, and you don't want to budge on it, but that could actually be the reason why you guys are losing money. So very, very important to test out your listing. Like I said, you can contact Listing Dojo. You can actually contact them through Viral Launch if you want, or through here, and they'll get you set up. Okay, so that's the first company. The second company is called Splitly. This is another platform similar. They're a little bit more integrated and more advanced than Listing Dojo in regards to testing and what they can test for and the feedback that you get back. Lots of top sellers are using this platform. The cost is $47 a month, guys, to do, run 3 consecutive concurrent tests. You get to rank and track keywords, and A/B tests, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to talk about the prices or the benefits of which one. They both work similar. They both do the same thing, and they're both definitely required in regards to helping you get to a higher conversion ratio. If your conversion ratio is at 45%, then you might not need to worry about conversion ratios. However, it doesn't hurt to test out. Do A/B testing, because the worst thing that could happen, guys, if you're already at 45%, the worst thing is you could drop in conversions, and then all you got to do is just fix those changes, go back to what you were doing, and you're back at 45%. However, the best thing that could happen is you tweak something, and now you go from 45% to 52%, which that little jump of changing something can completely change everything. So I highly, highly recommend to always at least run a split test, do it for at least 1 to 2 months on different elements, test it out to see if it's worth it. If it's not, then you can always go back to what you were at. Okay, now the next thing too is there's a cool little website called PickFu, And this is in regards to pictures. So like I said, there's a lot of debate on pictures. You don't know what you should be doing, which is the best picture, and so on and so forth. So you can actually ask a poll of audience in regards to what is better. So you upload your pictures, and pretty much what happens is you would get instant feedback within the hour from hundreds of people, depending on what package you pick. Well, let's just say you pick their basic one, which is $50 or 50 feedback. You get 50 feedback in regards to someone picking which one they liked, and then they're actually going to explain to you why they chose that other one. So it's always very detailed. So they said I picked option B because it had it stood out more for me. I liked how all the products were with a yellow background, and I love how the font was, and so on and so forth. So they'll pick the picture, but they're also going to explain to you why they picked the picture. And this is a very affordable plan, guys. It's technically $25 for the month, and you can get up to 50 votes right away, and you can find out from 50 different people what they would recommend. You can do this for videos, blogs, like anything you guys need advice on, rather than just guessing and trying to figure out what is good or not. Just go with a poll audience, find out, and you can find out exactly on the audience insight. So the ages of the let's just say it's mostly girls or mostly guys, their ages, background, so on and so forth. You get all that information, and like I said, you get exactly the main reason to why they chose your picture. So now you can actually use that for research, you can use that for advertising, and you can use that to create a better listing and compete against your competitors. Okay, so these are the three companies. There's Listing Dojo right here. This is for split testing. There's Split Listy for split testing your listing, and then there's PickFu, which is for pictures and videos and anything that you need instant feedback. You use these guys. Okay, so like I said, it's very, very important, guys, that you work on your conversions. If you're under 15%, I highly recommend that you guys do this. Again, if you're over 15%, I still recommend doing this because you can always improve. Even a 2% or 5% conversion ratio change is huge, guys, and it's extra money that you guys are losing because you don't have a well-optimized listing. Okay, guys, so hopefully this helped you guys out. Now I'm going to see you guys in the next video on how we can see if your keywords are indexed on Amazon. I'll see you guys there.